Oh, there we go. All right. Hi, everybody. It's our Wednesday night winter weather chat. And let me check this box here to make sure we're still streaming here. Let's see. Angel streaming Twitter. There we go. All right, had to check something here on the screen. So this is our Wednesday evening winter weather chat. I know yesterday was my first day back from vacation, and I said it was Monday. It was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, so I do know that. So if you're watching the stream a little bit later, it is Wednesday night, January the 8th. As we keep you updated on what's happening with the winter weather scenario coming up for Friday, and really. If you go back, if you've been watching some of the archive videos, what we've been talking about is while wintry weather, whether it be snow or mix, is pretty much in the cards. The questions arise as to if there is a mix, when would that occur? And if there is a mix, could it bring down the snowfall rates? And that's why I urge caution since early in the week with all these numbers coming out. Those were the global models. And then once you get into more of the short range models, that kind of hone in on this and filter a little bit more as you get closer to the event. Say now we're about 24, around 30, 36 hours out. Those models tend to get a little bit better, a little bit more filtered, and give you more of an idea what could happen. If we'll see some mixing going on, and there could be, and that's the reason why some of the numbers are down a little bit compared to yesterday, only because of initially snow for several hours and potentially a mix going on in the afternoon. So that's the reason why you're kind of seeing those numbers adjust. It's not surprising. And if you watched the video yesterday, we kind of discussed that and why that could be the issue. And we'll have to see what tomorrow holds as the storm develops and starts to move along the Gulf Coast. Because it's a storm track that will determine how strong that southerly jet is that brings in any warm air, warms the atmosphere, and whether or not we see any change over to a mix or purely snow. But I do believe that as it starts first thing on Friday morning, just after sunrise, it's going to be snow showers to start with. And often on snow showers, pretty much the first half of the day, and not any mixing until early afternoon. So we're going to get a bulk of that the first part of the day, and then any mixing. Don't discount that, because that mixing means freezing rain and sleet. Well, that just makes it even worse for traveling. So with a cold surface already, cold air mass in place, where we'll stay at freezing, maybe get just above freezing on Friday, it's going to cause an icy mess, a slushy mess. Not good for travel. And of course, the deeper you get into Friday evening, we drop back below freezing. So with some precip still falling. So again, this is got a lot of layers to this system, but one definitely that's going to cause some travel issues, and reason why there's concern and reason why winter storm watches are in effect. So either way, it is going to be dry and cold for Thursday. Temperatures for the most part are going to stay, mostly in the 30s. I don't see us getting above freezing in many spots tomorrow. We'll start from the teens. Friday morning, just after sunrise, say 6, 7, 8 a.m., that's when some of them start moving out. I'll show you the future track coming up. And we are looking at both snow and or ice accumulation with that. So it's for some north of the city, maybe more pure snow from the city and south, some mixing going on. Maybe bring down the accumulation rate, but still, you're still looking at 2 to 3 inches, with some ice involved with that. So something you need to keep an eye on. Well, hey, Samantha.
Hello.
Everything okay?
Yes, I just wanted to show you over here. You can see the comments you're getting.
Perfect.
So that you can reply to any of the comments that you're getting.
Nice. Oh, thanks, Samantha. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Samantha is, she's in charge here of the digital studio, making sure I learn everything on here. So I'm seeing some of the comments there. Hello, Hazel. Hey, Mitchell. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Darlene. Kristen asking about if it could turn to rain Friday afternoon in some areas. Yeah, it's possible. We'll talk about that mixture coming up. All right, so let's go to the next graphic here. There we go. There's the extent of the winter storm watch locally, which again, more than likely be upgraded to a warning because you'll be within 24 hours of the event tomorrow morning. So watch that watch go to a warning. Again, that's mainly from the time frame of Friday morning into Saturday morning. So currently, not a lot going on. A few flurries and light snow showers in the Smoky Mountains. Maybe far northern counties, you see a few flurries. That's really about it. Everybody else is pretty much A-okay. got that cold air mass over us right now, and that's going to continue just building in as we go toward the overnight hours. I think temperatures tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, will be easily down into the upper teens for many. So a very cold start to the day. Our main weather maker is still back here to the west. I mean, this is almost a classic setup, what we have out here. I mean, here it is right here, digging down to the southwest. It'll dig down a little farther south and move right along the Gulf Coast. And again, if you look back at some of our classic snow and ice setups, this is it. Very cold air ahead of it. Storm system digging in and moves across the Gulf Coast. The only question is how far north any warm air aloft makes it. And, we talked about that yesterday. So for those of you who've been following the videos, no surprise there. It's the reason why we said those amounts would go up and down through every model run. But also I want to stress, it's the reason why I don't post every computer model run. It'll drive me crazy. Again, there are more model runs at the 0Z, 12Z. They're a little bit more accurate than sometimes the 6Z and 18Z. And if you do that, you're just going to be seeing back and forth movement like watching a tennis match. And it's not productive. It's not it's not going to be helpful. And that's why I've been doing more of these updates kind of 18, 24 hours apart as we can kind of dissect what's happened over a 24-hour period. And same thing will go tomorrow as you watch this whole system develop. So again, here's overall the thinking at the moment. We're still looking at, a pretty decent winter storm, decent one we've seen in quite a while around here. And keep in mind, this is going to be going on early Friday to early Saturday, so a good 24-hour period, with the bulk of that falling Friday afternoon, and into Friday evening as well. This will take place most of the day Friday through early Saturday. In the city, around 2 to 3 is possible. Again, that's a little lower than some of the earlier estimates were, but that's simply because some mixing might occur, so you may be dealing with some freezing rain and sleet on top of some snow, but it's very possible. I think the higher totals would be north, a little bit less to the south. But again, could that all change? Of course it could. And I'll show you why that could be the case. If the atmosphere above us stays cold enough, supportive of snow in the what we call the snow growth zone, then it may stay snow a lot longer and not be bothered by that warming that goes on aloft. So here's our future track. This is the graph model. It's our in-house model. It shows through Thursday morning, temperatures in the teens and low 20s. So a chilly start to the day. Thursday afternoon, barely getting above freezing for many. A few spots, 33, 34. And then we're back below freezing for early Friday morning. So, going to get off to a very cold start. Surfaces are cold as well. Now, when this first starts moving in, this is a projection around 6 a.m. A lot of this will be very light because it's falling into a very dry air mass. So a lot of that's going to fall and evaporate. As that happens, you may drop a few degrees. So you go from 30 down to 26, 27 as the atmosphere moistens up. So I really think we're going to see our best chance for, area-wide snow, say 6 a.m. to about noon. Okay? So that good 6-hour period, you'll see the lighter snow showers come, more moderate snow showers, even some bursts of heavy snow showers to the north. But into the afternoon hours, the graph model doesn't show it too much. But there could be right in there, notice around 2:15 or so, see that little bit of mixing going on. This model is not too bullish on that, but it is very possible that, south of the city, south of Lafayette, Rome, Calhoun, that you could be seeing some mixing going on, whether it be sleet and freezing rain, which of course slows down any amounts of snow. But this model, again, not too bullish on that. It keeps it light snow showers through 8 o'clock and then really tapers off through early Saturday morning. Let me show you the latest European model. And again, this takes us to the first half of the day. Again, that start time, 6, 7 a.m., moving on in very lightly, and then more moderate snow showers right through early afternoon. So I think I have to get the bulk of the snow showers for a good 5-6 hour time frame through early afternoon. And then by that time, notice that pink starting to show up to the south. And by 3, 4 o'clock, it starts nudging in a little bit more. So that's indicating that little bit of a little warming aloft. Rome, Calhoun, Lafayette, Fort Payne, you could be seeing some changeover from snow to more of a wintry mix. And if surface temperatures are above freezing, it's plain old cold rain. So yeah, some places could see that. And this takes us through early evening. There we go. And again, more of a mix going on as some of that warm air comes in aloft, a very strong southerly jet. And then it all basically moves on out fairly early Saturday morning. GFS the same way. The new model run comes out about the next hour, so we'll know more in the 11 o'clock newscast. But again, there's that start time, 6 a.m. About the same thing. And then you get toward, say, midday, it's mainly light to moderate snow showers. So again, all the models kind of show that first part of the day. Best chance for just pure snow area-wide. But then we get into the afternoon, and here comes that mix line. Chattanooga, Cleveland, and south. In fact, south of Dalton, maybe just a cold rain by the afternoon. That's after you get at least initially some snow showers. And that shows, again, a little bit of that mixing going on for a couple of hours. And then as cold air wraps back in with the light precip left over, it could end still as a mix with light snow showers down to flurries early Saturday morning. So again, it looks to begin potentially a snow and then possibly a mix. So that's very possible. So again, amounts may still change as we go through tomorrow, depending upon, again, the strength of that southerly jet coming in. As far as amounts, we got this. Yeah, this is a GFS model. It showed, you're still looking at sort of a 2, this is on the high end here, kind of a 2 to 4, and then 5 to 6 plus, a little burst there north and west of the city. I really think that's the area that may see the highest totals locally, and then trimming down numbers a bit more. These numbers could go down based on any mixing going on. So again, you can see these numbers come down a bit, but I think in the city, around 2 to 3, and then a glaze of freezing rain, some sleet added on there, and that could affect these numbers. So that's the one caveat there, but it's what we talked about last night in our video. Let me show you something else. I'll go to a different view for you here. I'll pull up some of the models from this evening. See if I can pull that up here. There we go. Here's the latest high-res model. And this starts at about 8 a.m. Friday. So you've got blue, pretty much snow. And notice that pink is where the mixing line comes in. So it shows and favors, if this model is correct, 8, 9, 10, 11, noon, 1, 2, a good 6-hour period where it's predominantly snow showers coming down. Then that little bit of mixing around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's where it may shut off some of that snow. And then, someone was asking, could there be some cold rain? Yeah, there very well could be, because some of these temperatures may sneak up to around 33, 34, and you mainly rain, but these surfaces are still very cold. So it could still freeze on exposed surfaces not warmed by the ground. But we're not talking about a lot of warming at all. This takes us through late afternoon, early evening. Still some cold raindrops, still some mixing, and then ending with some snow showers. As far as amounts, potentially, again, it kind of puts us in that 2 to 3, 2 to 4 range, so 2 to 4 range locally, a little bit heavier way off to the north and west, but it does show that. But I want to show you this also. Sleet totals, has a widespread area of at least a quarter inch of sleet in some areas, and freezing rain even farther south. Let me show you the blend of models this evening. I think we got to change our grid here to the regions. Yeah. And we'll go to winter. Snow total. This is just the blend of models, and it puts us through early Saturday, kind of in a 2-inch swath right there. So locally, kind of 2 to 3, 2 to 4. So that's basically most of that falling first half of the day. But do note this is a sleet total. It shows about a 1/2 inch of sleet and even a little bit of light glazing of freezing rain. So that's not the whole story there. So it shows 2, 2.5 locally, but then you potentially have a little bit of sleet added to that. So you're still kind of in that 2 to 3 of a mixture involved there. So again, that's the reason why some of these sols are a little bit lower. But again, noting that mix is indeed possible. But don't underestimate a mix, folks. I mean, when you get a mix like this, when temperatures are this cold and the surfaces are cold, that just makes travel much more treacherous, and the temperatures overnight dropping below freezing is going to be causing all sorts of travel issues. So this is a rather disruptive system potentially, even if you get cold rain locally. So, a lot can still change over the next 24 to 30 hours, but indeed we're watching that. Let's see the latest NAM. The NAM's coming down right now. Let's see what we got here. We can zoom in a little bit closer. And again, we'll just kind of watch this together. I'm just trying to see if anything's really changed with that. Move this timeline way out here because got another data to look at here. This is by type. There we go. So it brings in Friday morning a mix with snow. So again, 7, 8 a.m. It's around 9. It's around 10. It's around 11. So again, that first half of the day, you're dealing with a light mixture to good snow showers, and then of course into the afternoon, it starts mixing or sleet and freezing rain. So again, potential surface temperature by then, just this is all a hypothetical computer model. We're still sitting at 30. So you get any kind of raindrop coming down with warming aloft and sleet, that's still going to cause a lot of problems. So again, I want you to understand, what we're dealing with. It's not a pure snow event, although if the evaporative cooling that takes place initially keeps that air mass chilled, it may prolong how long the snow lasts before any mixing takes place. And that could either raise or lower totals locally. So again, this takes us through afternoon, more mixing going on. This is about late afternoon, some cold rain to the south, and temperatures just above that freezing mark at around 33. So, but then later on into the night, as it all moves out, we drop back below freezing late into the night. So that could again cause some problems by first thing on Saturday morning, where temperatures are back in the upper 20s to around 30. And so looking at totals, this is a lot lower. This has Chattanooga at about an inch with 2 to 4 north of the city. Now, again, mindful, we don't just forecast for Chattanooga. We forecast basically from 50 miles north to 50 miles south, so 100-mile swath, 23 counties. Northern counties still in that 2 to 4, a few areas in your 5, areas farther south, a lot less. That's snow. As far as sleet total, there's another half inch potentially of sleet, and even some freezing rain, a tenth to a quarter of an inch. So there are many different layers here, potential of problems. It's slick enough, just freezing rain, add an inch of snow, add a half inch of sleet, and it's still causing a lot of problems. So again, that's, kind of what we're looking at here. So I got to get ready for the Fox newscast, which gets underway in about 10 minutes. We'll take a look at some of the latest newest model data and, have more details on what to expect. And we know as we go through tomorrow what to watch for. But again, be aware of this, that, for the first part of this, you're dealing with more snow for the first several hours, and then some mixing going on, but with temperatures at or below freezing and cold surfaces. Freezing rain, sleet, and snow mixture is going to make things not so great for traveling. So be prepared for that, and know that overnight, Friday night, Saturday morning, still back below freezing. So it's going to be very interesting to watch around here. But again, it shows the challenges that we have. We differ in elevation. We differ north to south by 100 miles. So it's going to be a lot of different areas to track locally, and a lot of different types of precipitation, a lot of different amounts as well. We're prepared for that. That's what I signed up for years ago. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. This is a no negativity zone. We don't get into naysaying and things like that. We just have to watch our weather unfold. Can't control it. We just kind of watch it. And even on Friday, as it starts to happen, we're going to see things change from what models project. We call that nowcasting as we move through the day, but we're going to be tracking it every step of the way and keep you updated. But either way, know those winter storm watches might get updated to winter storm warnings tomorrow morning. We'll have you advised on that. And I'll have a full update on Fox Chattanooga at 10 and News Channel 9 at 11. Thanks for joining us. Again, this is Wednesday night, January the 8th. I'll have more updates, of course, as we go through the day on Thursday. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.